Alright, everybody, it is the end of 2017. Hello and welcome to the New Year's Eve Countdown 2018 live stream. This is very exciting. I never thought we'd get this far. Anyways, guys, it is the end of 2017. It's about 10 at night. 2 more hours to go. I might not be doing this live stream for long. I might pick up on another one. LOL. Anyways, so let's talk about my year in review. So let's go ahead and start from the beginning. From my 2017 video. So let's start from the beginning. Obviously, I'm using a guest user here on the computer since I no longer have an account on this computer. But let's start off way in the beginning. Okay, yes, the stream is live right now, if you guys want to see it. Okay, let's see. So, we started out 2017. Hold on, I'm getting to the first video of 2017. Sylvester would be so proud. Yes, he would. He would absolutely be proud. Okay. I know, it's crazy. All right. So, my 2017 started off with a trip to the Livingston Mall in Livingston, New Jersey. And obviously, I got there at the right timing as they were about to modernize the elevator at Lord & Taylor. I actually went to go pick up a pair of jeans there, and I figured I'd film the elevators there. So, that was the first major place that I went to. Then, I went to the mall at Short Hills, not once, but twice. After that, I took a trip to Paramus Park right in between. I then took a trip to Riverside to film the parking deck elevator. I then took a trip to Newport Center. Then I took a trip to Palisades after they were announcing that JCPenney was closing at Westfield Sunrise and Palisades, and I went to Palisades first, and then I went to Westfield Sunrise eventually. But anyways, so I also went to Palisades Center Mall this year and the shops at Nanuet. After that, I went to my trip to Pennsylvania. I filmed my first wheel elevator this year. I also went to an office complex in Fort Lee, an office building, and a parking deck. I also took a trip to Willowbrook to check out the elevators there because I know Macy's got modernized and Bloomingdale's got modernized with a 3300. Bloomingdale's 3300 is the first 3300 for northern New Jersey. Then I took a trip to National Wholesale. Then I had a field trip to the Museum of Natural History. Then I did a trip to Westfield Garden State Plaza in preparation for a trip to Westfield Sunrise to see JCPenney. I then went to Menlo Park Mall in Edison, New Jersey to check out the new elevator there. I then went to the Spray Beach in Beach Haven. Oh, you mean like a video like that? Not exactly. I'm gonna see if I can do something like a streaming or something, or I'm not 100%, but I'm gonna see if I can do some type of countdown thing on here. Unfortunately, I was actually supposed to be at my friend's house tonight. However, a family member of his got stuck with a cold, and they didn't want the cold spreading to all of us, and I'm also kind of just getting over a cold as well. But anyway, so let's go through the rest of these videos, and then I want to talk about a little bit more about personal stuff, too, that happened this year. So then I went to Palisades Center, then I went to Hamilton Mall in southern New Jersey because I have relatives down there. And then after that, I took a quick trip over. I went to, what's it called? After Hamilton Mall, I went to Atlantic City for a brief. We won some stupid thing. We went down to go check out some, I don't know, it was stupid. It was at AMC, and they were giving something away to Atlantic City. It amazes me that they were trying to give us a timeshare down there. Not worth it at all. But anyways, so then I took a quick trip to the outlets at Bergen Town Center, did a couple videos there, then my big trip to Las Vegas, checked out a couple of hotels, the Fashion Show Mall, And then I was back in New Jersey, started checking out elevators in New Jersey again. And then Sears announced that, and then earlier on, oh, Happy New Year, Rex. And then earlier on, before I went to Vegas, Sears announced that it was closing its store. So I decided to take a trip there. I saw the store. It was very cool and very unique. Then in September, I went back to Willowbrook to see the Schindler 330A at Old Navy. Really wasn't worth it, but it was kind of cool. I then went to, where did I go? Woodbury. No, I don't. I don't play that game. Went to Woodbury. I went to Sears at Paramus Park, National Wholesale. Obviously, I had many trips to Westfield Garden State Plaza. And then I saw the new ThyssenKrupp elevator, got harassed by security there for filming. I went to Nordstrom's Rack in Union Square South. Went to go see some Otis selections at some really old classic men's department store. Then I went to AMC Garden State 16 recently. And then I went to the AMC Starplex in Ridgefield Park yesterday morning. So that is pretty much my elevator year. Now, I want to get into some things a little bit more personal. This year, for my family-wise, especially if I'm looking at my mom's side of the family, wasn't a fantastic year for them. Unfortunately, in May of 2017 of this year, I unfortunately lost my grandfather, who was 99 years old. He never smoked. He never drank anything. He never consumed alcohol, which is amazing. But he was not doing too well. You know, he had like 5 broken ribs. It was bad. It was really bad, and it was really sad. I should have told you guys this a lot sooner, but I just didn't feel like putting it out there online. It is a little bit sad, and you know, 99 it's a blessing to live that long, especially when you don't drink or smoke or anything like that. It's a little sad it's sad to see that he's gone and stuff. But I mean, even now, here and then, you know, there is signs and stuff. So it's just very sad to know that he's not here anymore. Um, it's really sad. I mean, it's been effective on, you know, and when a year comes up, it'll be really sad. Oh yeah, thank you, Rex. But it's really sad because it's like still we're just. I mean, my whole mom's family is still amazed of how he's just not there anymore. I mean, even when I go over sometimes, it's, you know, I always forget. You know, is there someone here? And then I just go in that room and there's no one there. It's really sad, honestly, and I'm really good at keeping it together, but it's really sad that he's gone and he's not here anymore, and this is gonna be the first year without him. It's really sad too. But yeah, yeah, my no, it was earlier on in the year, and I should have told you this guys a lot earlier. I actually lost a family member. Well, I've lost 2 of them, but I lost my dad's mother like 4 years ago. But I did. That wasn't. I mean, she was young, but my grandfather was a big loss. I mean, he was 99 years old, and he had 5 broken ribs, and he couldn't breathe, and it was just really sad to know that he was never going to get out of the hospital. I mean, the day that he came in and said that he felt like that he wasn't home and that he wanted to, you know, he felt like he wasn't home. He felt like he wasn't home. I'm sorry. He felt like he wasn't even home. He felt like he wasn't even in 45. Sorry about that. My bad. He felt like he wasn't in the house. And, you know, he said he wanted to take a taxi because he didn't even feel like he was at home. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to keep it together. He literally, and then he just saw things in the sky trying to take him, and it was just a really scary situation. You know, and you know, and the many times I had to go to the hospital and and visit him, and it was just very sad. You know, it really was, and it was really sad at the end of the day. It honestly was really sad to see such a great guy and go and stuff. But you know what? I'll take a look at it as this way. He lived a long life, 99 years. That's a blessing. Not a lot of people make it to 99. But anyways, moving on from this little sorrow part of the video, and I do apologize again. It's just, he was a really close family member to me, and it was really sad to see him go. But anyways, moving on to the next topic. Stores closing in 2018. Yes, guys, there's going to be a lot of store closures next year. A lot of stores performed very poorly in the holidays. We're gonna make a couple of predictions. Well, one of them already is, well, yeah, we already know that Sears is going out in Paramus Park Mall. I've known that for a while now. That store is closing. The final day for that store is February 3rd. I am probably going to go with my friend, and we are probably going to check it out before it goes. But yes, there is a lot of rumors for store closings next year. My prediction right now, and if I don't know if this is going to be true or not, if H&M, because H&M just announced that they'll be closing a lot of stores. My prediction, so where I live, I'm in the Route 17, Route 4 corridor, which is located in Paramus, which is located in Bergen County. There is 4 H&M stores. That's right, 4 H&M stores. One of them is a women's store, and all three of them are pretty much the same, except Gardens. The one at Westfield Garden State Plaza is a little bit more exclusive than the one at Bergen Town Center. But anyways, so I think H&M will keep Paramus Park. I think H&M will keep Westfield Garden State Plaza, and I think H&M will keep the outlets at Bergen Town Center. However, I do believe that H&M is going to cut Riverside. The reason being for it is it's just it's a big store in an upper scale mall, and I feel like they already do very well in 2 locations, and I feel like they don't need to have Riverside, so I feel like they are going to pull the plug on that store, and it does give Simon an opportunity to add some more upscale retailers in there. So that is my prediction for H&M closing in New Jersey. I don't know if they're going to close any other stores, but I do believe it'll probably be that store and possibly Phillipsburg if H&M decides to relocate to Lehigh Valley. But anyways, moving on to some other crazy news. See what else we got here. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a New Year's countdown video. I'll try. But again, I'm not at my friend's house, so it's not exactly the same, but it's okay, I guess. I'll have to make it work somehow. I'm just looking to see here if there's anything. Alright, so let's go over the list of retailers closing. So right now, as of December 31st, and this could change in the next 6 days or something. Okay, so let's go over the chains that are closing stores, if this thing would cooperate with me. Okay. Alright, here is the list. Okay, and I know this is not like things, but I do want to say it. Okay, so stores closing in 2018. Walgreens is closing 600 stores next year. That's right, guys. You heard me. 600 stores. That's a lot of stores to be closing. That's actually ridiculous. The next major group is the Ascena Retail Group, which is pretty much Ann & Taylor, Loft, and Dress Barn. 500 stores are closing for them. That is very depressing. The reason why Walgreens is closing stores is because they're too close to Rite Aids, and I feel like some Rite Aids are going to get cut, but we'll find out the cuts sometime next year, which will be probably in a couple weeks. Payless, 488 stores closing next year. I don't know them that well. It's like a shoe store for discounts and stuff. Rue 21 is some high-end, is a lower-end clothing store. I think it's for women, and I think some of it's for men. Savannah is a tea shop that is owned by Starbucks, and they're closing Rue 21 is closing 396 locations. Tavana is closing 379. Tavana is pretty much it's a tea store. It's owned by Starbucks. They're closing a lot of stores. However, 77 have been blocked because Simon Property Group is currently suing them. So yay for Simon for actually doing something right, other than harassing me for filming. You're actually doing something good for the mall. But anyways, aside from that, that's going to be a huge loss. But I did hear that Tavana, people working currently at Tavana locations will be able to apply for working at Starbucks. Gap Inc. Is closing 200 stores, and Toys R Us is closing 200 stores. Now, Toys R Us is another one of those retailers that is really in big trouble right now. They actually filed for Chapter 11 early a couple months ago, so they're another retailer that's in a lot of trouble, and they could actually go bankrupt in 2018. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. It's because of Walmart and Target, and it's really sad too, because they're trying really hard to push, and it's just the convenience of just going to a Target or Walmart where the selection is decent enough. It's just the better choice, honestly. So that is really sad. The Children's Place I never spent a lot of time in. Now, Children's Place is closing 144 stores. Vitamin World. Yes, Vitamin World. I actually have one near my house. I don't see anyone in it. I wouldn't be surprised if they closed the one near my house. And they renovated it too. They poured money into it. I was like, why did they pour money into this store if no one's going to walk in? What's the point of that? There honestly is no point of renovating your store because for no foot traffic to come in. What kind of business practice is that? But Vitamin World is closing 144 stores. Actually, no, it was called Vitamin Shop, I think. Yeah, or maybe it is called Vitamin World. Let me take a look here. Vitamin World. Is it called Vitamin World? I don't know. Let me take a look. Oh no, it's called the Vitamin Shop. Do you have any intel on the Newport Center in Jersey? I'll get to that in a minute. Newport. Oh no, it's called the Vitamin Shop. But yeah, I'm surprised. Oh yeah, I'm surprised I'm not on the list. Any intel on the Newport Center? Newport Center. Newport Center is a profitable mall. However, I do believe that Newport Center could be seeing some changes next year. I definitely see Sears downsizing. That is a very poorly run store. It's a very crappy store at that too. I wouldn't be surprised if they downsized it this in next year, which is less than 2 hours away now. But anyways, so getting back to what I was saying, so Vitamin World is I guess competes with the Vitamin Shop, so they're closing 124 stores. Gymboree is closing 102. I don't know a lot about them. Guest 100. Charming Charlie 100. Cross 64. Vera Bradley 50. Michael Kors 50. Interestingly, and Kmart. Yes, Kmart. Kmart is closing 45 stores, and Sears is closing 18. And Sears is actually closing another store in New Jersey. However, they're closing two, but Sears and Primus is actually relocating, unlike Sears and Phillipsburg, which will permanently close in January. But Sears and Phillipsburg, it's not a loss for the community, honestly, because there's different Sears around there. But it is kind of sad to see a store go. Also, Phillipsburg is a very sad mall, too. It is. I wouldn't go out there, but if I had a reason to be out there, then yeah, I'd probably walk around. That's another really sad mall in the state of New Jersey. But it's about an hour away from me, so trust me, I'm not going to waste my time at somewhere where it's going to be far as hell. Anyways, so pretty much you have Bon-Ton, which is closing 40 stores. That's another retailer. They have 2 stores, but they're like far away from here. J. Crew is closing 39. Macy's 30. Target 12. And last call by Neiman Marcus 10. So a lot of retailers are closing, and I want to say what this is called. This is called the Amazon effect. Now, what that means is more people are shifting to online shopping and they're not going to the brick and mortar stores anymore. I mean, yes, there's still going to be a need for brick and mortar stores. However, it's going to be very minimal, or it's going to have different kinds of experiences in the brick and mortar stores. Like Eddie Bauer, for an example, they're doing a practice where you can take a coat and put it on, and you can go in a room and you can actually feel the cold. So I think that's a really cool experience for a store, and that's a way to lure customers into the store and try on your clothes and buy them. And I think that's really good. That's a very good practice on Eddie Bauer. Very good job for them. That's a very good practice. So honestly, stores like Sears and Kmart and stores that are failing should be taking notes from stores that are successful. The numbers are definitely up. The numbers are definitely up, and with Toys R Us being added to the list, the numbers are definitely up from last year, and I feel like it's going to go up and up and up and up when there's only a few stores left. That's what I think's happening here, folks. It's very unfortunate too, because honestly, honestly, it's really sad to see these stores go. And if Macy's is closing 30 stores next year, I feel like the next store that Macy's is going to cut is going to be a store in New Jersey. It's at a mall called the Brunswick Square Mall, and that is the very last. That Macy's is the very last Macy's with an original Burlington panel. And if you know that Macy's closes, I will be taking a trip down there. No questions asked. I will be driving down there if that store closes, because that is a historic piece. If that ever goes out, and I'm gonna ask for that panel, yeah, because that would be really cool to have, like as a souvenir from that store. Even though I didn't know that store that well, oh my god, yeah, I'd be really cool to have that panel. Happy New Year, Chris. Thank you, Peyton. Yeah, I know. Sadly, we're home this year, but we were supposed to be at my friend's house for New Year's, but unfortunately, the host got sick, I'll say, and that's why I'm not there right now. But anyways, so yeah, guys, it's very sad for this whole store thing. I'm definitely gonna keep up to date, and I'll share with you guys any new information that I have. Definitely, I'll tell you guys at first. Malls did very well this year, though. They did very well, but Amazon also did well. So it's kind of like, I don't know, but definitely the numbers are up for stores closing. So we'll see what happens. I mean, you know. But I feel like one thing I will say, though, is with Walgreens and Rite Aid merging to become one, I feel like they're going to close more Rite Aid locations than Walgreens, so we'll see what happens with that. Anyways, guys, just try to look here to see if there's anything special to tell you guys. I think I mentioned something. Yeah, I already mentioned Dave & Buster's at Willowbrook and the opening date for that. There was so another thing that I would like to mention is Westfield Garden State Plaza had this interesting food court. Now, it was like a secondary food court. It wasn't permanent. It was just temporary to use up space, because, you know, they want to use every single space in that mall possible. So, because Perch decided to close their Paramus store, Westfield had the genius idea to turn the old appliances in Perch as in like a food place. Now, from what I heard, the food was absolutely ridiculous, and it was very, very overpriced for what it was. It was honestly ridiculous, and just very, very overpriced. I mean, for what it was, you know, you're getting like, you know, food truck food for a sick price. You know, that's like getting ripped off. I mean, come on now. You know, that's just not right. Anyways, so getting back to my thing here. Uh, oh, yes, and I wanted to talk to you guys about Hallmark. Now, you might be asking, why am I wanting to talk to you guys about Hallmark? Now, Hallmark is closing a store at the Paramus Park Mall. Now, in all the places, why Hallmark? Well, it's because Hallmark is located next to Sears, Sears and Roebuck at the Paramus Park Mall. And because Hallmark is in the way of that, GGP gave them the opportunity to move somewhere else in the mall. However, it was an older couple, and I think they were just looking to retire, so they didn't renew the lease, and they're closing the store down. It was one of the very first stores at the mall, so it will be sad to see that store go, but there is plenty of other Hallmarks out there, so it's not that bad of a loss, but again, it does have an effect on the people that have been shopping there for many years. The reason why it's closing is the owners are retiring, and the mall needs it for escalator space to lead up to the new movie theater. Now, as of right now, I do not know the name of the movie theater that's coming to the mall. That will probably be announced probably later on in the month or later on in 2018, but who knows? I honestly don't know, and we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. So, anyways, that's what I wanted to talk about with that. Let's see, anything else here? Oh, it's going great, Ian. Just great. Yeah, it really kind of stinks. I mean, it doesn't stink, but just going over stores closing and stuff. And obviously I was going over Paramus Park Sears. You know how that goes. uh, but yeah, it's really sad to see that store go. It's going to be a little bit of a loss because now the next closest decent Sears to me is Livingston. Because honestly, oh, hello, North Jersey Channel. Thank you for joining my live stream. This is the first time you've joined my live stream, so hello to you too. But yeah, as I was saying, store closings are very bad this year, and the effect is it's just a really bad effect this year, and there's nothing that we can do about it. I'm actually looking up stuff about malls and stuff, and I'm looking here, Rockaway Town Square, nothing special. I know, it was really convenient. Kmart closed in Parsippany, yes, I'm aware of that. Honestly, not really that much of a loss, but I guess to you, maybe because it was like the closest Kmart to your house. But it was an okay store. I think it's because of the cold weather. Honestly, I think a lot of people are staying in tonight because it's very cold in Times Square. And what I'm guessing also is maybe security's letting a limited amount of people in. But or maybe people are boycotting the event. I don't know. There could be many reasons why there's a smaller crowd this year in Times Square. Who knows? But yeah, it's 8 degrees in Times Square. That's a very observant observation, Ian. Very observant. But yeah, as I was saying, Sears and Paramus Park is going to be a very sad loss. Me and my friend Ian, who's in the live stream right now, are actually going to go the last day, hopefully. Or maybe right before that, but we definitely want to go see the store one last time because it will be sad to see that it's closing because now the next closest one that's going to be well stocked, not like Hackensack where it's that crap store, will be Livingston. But it's sad too. I mean, yeah, there's Willowbrook, but Willowbrook was cut in half for Dave & Buster's, so it's just very sad, honestly. But it's okay, I guess. Hopefully Livingston will be around for a couple more years. Who knows? I don't know. You know? What was that? Jumperton? I'm not sure what that is. I'm honestly not sure what that is. It's very weird. I don't know what that is. My bad. Anyways. So, there is a couple. Oh, the screen in Times Square. I didn't even know that's what it was called. Ah, I see. Okay. Anyways, so not really. Honestly, I just like a good game. I'm not really a fan. I don't, own, a Jets or Giants or Mets or Yankees or Knicks or Islanders or Devils. Honestly, I'm not a sports fan, but I just like seeing a good game every once in a while. When there's like a really good game on, then yeah, I'll watch it. But again, I mean, my uncle is a Jets fan and has Jets passes, but that's really about it. I mean, you know. I mean, I go to that maybe once a year. I'll tell you though, if you ever go to MetLife, do not bring first of all, don't bring a video camera and plan ahead because if you when getting out of there is an absolute fucking mess. It is an absolute mess to get out of there. Any big plans for the new year? Not really. Oh yes, I saw Cheesecake Factory opened up in Times Square. It's very similar to the Shops in Riverside. Those two are both brother and sister Cheesecake Factory locations. Um, Ian, honestly, the only thing I really have planned for the new year is to see Sears and Paramus Park with you, hopefully. And if any other stores close, like any like big major ones, then yeah, I'll take a trip. I'll have to, because they're very unique and special. But yeah, if any stores decide to close, then yeah, I'll definitely take a trip. But like I said, I'm saving my gas. I'm saving my gas. You went to the Palisades Center yesterday? Really? 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 You went there? Wow. Okay. I don't typically go to that mall that often unless something is closing. I went once last year because Penny's was closing, and then I went again because my friend was having his birthday party there. Palisades, um, it's okay. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not great. I mean, there's a decent amount of stores in there, but it's not like a nice upscale mall. It's more for entertainment. There's a lot of entertainment there at that mall. So I guess for it is nice in that way, but it can get very busy and it can get very loud, and a lot of the elevators there can get very busy. So that's just something to keep in mind if you're planning a trip there. I don't go there that often. Not often as not as often as I used to. Just no really need to go up there. I mean, unless something's like closing. Rockaway Town Square elevators. Um, I haven't been to Rockaway in I'd say 2 years. Unless if something is closing out there, then no, I'm not making the trip out there. Like I said, the only time I'm going to be revisiting malls is that if stores are actually closing. And I mean like actually closing, like going out of business, and I see the list online from the actual department store, then yeah, I'd have to consider a trip out there. But like I said, I'm trying to save money now. I'm not trying to go from mall to mall to mall to mall to mall. I'm trying to go when the store actually closes. So that's when I'm like planning out trips and stuff. That's what I did last year, and it was pretty successful. There was a JCPenney in Dover, New Jersey. I didn't even know that. And then I guess it eventually moved to Rockaway. Yeah, I want to get back to Rockaway Town Square. Yeah, it closed in the early 70s because I think Penny's moved to Rockaway. Yeah, that's one mall that I'd like to get to next year. Definitely Rockaway and definitely Bridgewater. Bridgewater and Rockaway are two musts for next year. Definitely. They're definitely going to be on the top of my bucket list for next year. Yeah, so I'll definitely have to see about going there, going to both, hopefully. Before because I know a lot of elevators are getting modernized in different malls, so it would be nice to go there. Yeah, I have to go there. I guess I know if the Macy's in Ledgewood is torn down. Ledgewood is that's supposed to be some whole development. They're supposed to be putting in like a whole center in there. I don't know the exact coverage. There's supposed to be some center going in there. I don't know. But yeah, that's what that's supposed to be. Let's see what else we got here. I'm trying to see if I can move around on maps and stuff to tell you guys more stuff. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Yes, I have seen Dan Bell. I do follow him. I do. I absolutely love his videos. He is, I mean, if there's any good mall documentaries, then Dan Bell is definitely him. I absolutely love his videos. That's one of my favorite channels on YouTube. I absolutely love, and he goes into such great detail. I absolutely love his content. Yes, I actually went there this past summer when I was visiting my relatives down there. I actually went there when I was visiting. Yeah, I have relatives that live down there, or a relative in particular. Yeah, I've actually visited that. It's an okay Boscov store. They the elevator they said, and that Boscov's ironically does have an elevator, but it's very small, and they don't like it when the public uses it. So it's technically a public elevator, but they don't like it when the public uses it. So I don't know. I've tried filming it before, and AMC Dine-In. Yeah, I've been to AMC Dine-In before. I went to the Menlo Park many years ago. It was an okay experience. I never went to Riverside. It's very pricey, and it doesn't have an elevator, so it's certainly not worth $45. And if you guys want to know, yes, my county has 3 different AMC movie theaters. The main one, AMC Garden State 16, which has stadium seating. You have AMC Dine-In Shops Riverside 9, which is mainly sitting and stuff, like reclining seats, and you can order food. And then, of course, we have the AMC Starplex Richfield Park 12, which is in Richfield Park. I actually visited yesterday. That is a beautiful former Lowe's theater, I will say. That is a beautiful, beautiful theater. The architecture is absolutely beautiful in that theater. And what's really nice about that theater is that you go up one Otis escalator, there's like a little mezzanine, and then you go up another escalator and you go to the top. It's very nice, though. Tropicana Quarter, which is someone I'm all looking. To be honest, I really haven't spent a lot of time in Atlantic City, and what I can say, though, is I do think that Atlantic City versus Las Vegas, I will have to give it to Las Vegas for that one. And I know, hey, I mean, Atlantic City still is a great city to visit, but they don't exactly have a lot to offer. I mean, it's a great city, don't get me wrong, and it's in my state, so I do respect it, but there isn't a great choice of shopping down there. There's maybe a few upscale restaurants, but oh yeah, of course. They've reinvented the downtown so much with shopping and everything. Yeah, it's really nice. I went there before the whole incident happened there, so I'm happy I went when I did, because, you know, I wouldn't have felt safe there if I went during the incident. I would have felt like absolute shit if I went there during the incident. But anyways, getting back to the thing. Yeah, I'll take a look actually for you, North Jersey. If you're still watching, I'll take a look at the Ledgewood thing for you. Yeah, it's some open air thing. It looks, it's like what they're doing with Sears and Watchung, pretty much. Honestly, like I said, it's definitely Sears and Paramus Park because it's closing. I'm not sure if you're gonna make a trip there. You probably should since you've never been to Paramus Park. But I mean, right now that's all that's on my agenda. That agenda is probably going to grow as companies start releasing stores that are closing down. So right now my only thing on the agenda is Sears at Paramus Park Mall. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, just Sears at Paramus Park Mall. That agenda will most likely extend as it gets longer and longer and longer for store closings. So hopefully there'll be something. Who knows? Okay. Yeah, like I said, I mean, you don't have to visit the whole mall. You could just go into Sears and come and see the mall another time. Like I said. But if you want to see another Sears closing with 2 floors, you should. The final day is February 3rd, so you have until then to get out there. My friend was able to talk to one of the managers there, and that's how I got the source. So thank you to him. Anyways, so let me see. Yeah, honestly, there's really nothing. We'll take a look. Let's see what else. Nothing on Long Island, I don't think. Yeah, no. Definitely not nothing crazy out there. I will say that 2 malls on Long Island are in trouble out there. And I'm going to go over that right now as well. Because we have a lot of people in this live stream, and I figured I'd do this. Okay, so the 2 malls that are in the biggest trouble right now in Long Island, I know we're shifting gears here, but I am trying to stay on topic. So another mall that might be closing, or might be closing, is a place called the Mall at the Source. Now, this has been a dead mall for a while. This mall used to have a big Fortune Off store. Many years ago, it closed. I think closed about 10 or 9 years ago. And ever since that store closed, many of the other stores have either A, filed for bankruptcy, or they have relocated to the brand new the Gallery at Westbury Plaza. And sadly, these stores have closed. The only stores left in the mall the only original stores left in the mall are Dave & Buster's, the Cheesecake Factory, P.F. Chang's, and Gymboree Play Music, and I think that's going out too. I don't know about that one, but the Cheesecake Factory I'm surprised about that's still here and amazes me, and P.F. Chang's too. I'm really surprised that these 2 restaurants are still here at the mall. It amazes me too. I feel like the Cheesecake Factory might go over to Roosevelt Field. They might take like an old parcel or something, and they might do that. And P.F. Chang's I could also see going over to Roosevelt Field too, but we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, the Mall at the Source is in some deep trouble, and I don't know what the future of it is. It's very uncertain for that mall right now. Now, another mall, same county though, that's in trouble, is Westfield Sunrise. Many reasons why this mall is in trouble right now. Number 1, they lost JCPenney. Number 2, the Westfield Corporation just got bought by Udi-By-Radamco, and I feel like when they sell off the malls, they might be selling off Westfield Sunrise. Westfield Sunrise is another, it's just... let me tell you the story. So, the mall had this big plan, and Westfield had this big plan ready to go. They were going to put all these new crazy stores, and there was a whole list of them. And they were going to reinvent the mall. They were going to make it an entertainment. I think there was supposed to be a bowling alley that was going to go there. It was going to be great. Now, everyone was like, yes, yes, and yes. My friend went to Dave & Buster's in Woodbridge yesterday. I was like, okay, that's cool. It's a 1-story Dave & Buster's probably. It's not going to be 2 floors. Okay. Anyways, so as I was saying, the reason why Westfield Sunrise is right now in the biggest trouble possible is because, number 1, it got bought by a company. He says it's small. Well, okay. So that means it probably has 1 floor. All right. So, anyways, getting back to my point here. Yeah, the Dave & Buster's in Woodbridge I think is small because it is on a small piece of land. So that's probably, I mean, it's on a small area of the mall pretty much, and I think that's why it's much smaller than in your typical Dave & Buster's. But anyways, so as I was saying, the reason why Westfield Sunrise is right now in the biggest trouble is because this one person, this one council member on the town of Oyster Bay said, we don't want this development. Now, because of him, I don't know what his name is, and if I do find out who he is, then I'm going to say, listen, dude, you made this whole mall go to shit, so now it's your problem that there's apartments coming here. So this one guy on the council of the town of Oyster Bay is right now thinking, oh shit, I should have approved this many years ago, and I don't know why he didn't, but I believe that he just didn't want it to go through, and unfortunately, that's what we got as a result. Anyways, guys, So the reason why it's in trouble is because they lost JCPenney, and honestly, Home Goods, Dick's, and Dave & Buster's is not going to save them all. There needs to be something a little bit more special than those three stores. But, oh, hello, Brandon Plays, is that, oh no, that's a 3645. Oh, hello, how are you? Anyways, so that's why that mall's in trouble. It's really sad, too. I mean, it's really sad to see this mall, if this mall does close, it would be really sad to see it go. But, again, that one council member, it was his fault. And honestly, this is the only mall on Long Island that has not been renovated. Every other mall has been renovated on Long Island. This is the only mall that hasn't. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I always try to come out with the best and the greatest content. I always try to deliver. That's the most important thing for you guys. It's all about having the entertainment. Anyways. So anyways, guys, as I was saying, so yeah, that's why Westfield Sunrise is in a lot of trouble. One area I really haven't focused on is Westchester County. I really had no desire to go there unless if there was a store closing there. Then I've honestly had no desire. I've had no desire to go there, honestly, and it's really a shame too because it's so close, but you have to cross the stupid George Washington Bridge to get there. So it's just one area for me to look at in the near future, but I'm not complaining. I don't need to go out there right away. But anyways, guys, so yes, yeah. Now, ironically, let's talk about Wegmans. I'm trying to shift gears here to stay on topic with people. Wegmans this year opened up 2 stores in New Jersey, one in East Hanover and one in Montville, which, guys, I haven't even been to my local Wegmans yet. It's a far ride for me. It's about 30 minutes north. I just haven't had the time to go up there. Again, I just haven't had the time to go up there. I mean, I don't mind not going there, but I will probably get there eventually to Wegmans. It is 1 floor, so yes, guys, no, it's not gonna have an elevator. I know what you're all thinking. Yes, it's a but Chris, it's a Wegmans. It's supposed to have an elevator. No, it's not, because they have changed their layout of the store. So that's why it doesn't have an elevator. But anyways, so it's a very interesting store too, from what I've heard, because it's a 1 floor store. It's literally a 1 floor store. 1 floor store, 1 floor cafe. It's just the way Wegmans does it now, unless they're doing an urban store. Unfortunately, it's just the way Wegmans does it. But I mean, I don't know because I've never been to this store, but from what I heard, it is 1 floor. From what I've heard, it is 1 floor, so it's okay. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not crying. It's okay. I'm not, yeah, guys, don't worry. I'm okay with having a 1 floor Wegmans. That one, it's okay. Used to be Schindler Houghton. It used to be a little bit more unique, but it's not as unique as it once was. But anyways, I'm trying to think here. Yeah. Yeah, no, Wegmans doesn't have an elevator. Okay. What do we got? I'm trying to think of what else I could talk about here. Oh, I'm doing great. I was just talking about your area of Atlantic City and how I did my year in review and stuff, and yeah, it's been a great year, guys. Anyways, so the next topic I'd like to talk about is what do we got here? Oh yeah, one place I haven't been this year is the Mills Jersey Gardens. I just haven't had the urge to go there, honestly. But actually, Jersey Gardens used to be owned by Giltner Realty Trust, and then it was swapped with Simon. So, but Giltner did gain a property in New Jersey. However, they got a much not so profitable. Simon got that, and then Simon gave them Brunswick Square and a couple of other malls in return. So as part of the deal, they got one profitable mall in Texas and Jersey Gardens, obviously, which gave Simon control of the biggest outlet mall in the state. So that's what happened there. I do feel like, though, Westfield Sunrise is going to be sold to Unibail-Rodamco. Or no. What's going to happen is that Unibail-Rodamco is going to take Westfield Sunrise, and I think they're going to sell it off to another mall company or another company that's going to take it. So I think that's what's going to happen with Sunrise, but that would be really sad if that happens. So, but that's business for you sometimes, unfortunately. Let's see, anything else that I really need to talk about? Woodbridge. The next round of Sears stores to close. I feel like they're going to close Middletown, and New Brunswick could be a potential target too. But I don't know. Again, I honestly don't know if that Sears is going to close. I knew Watchung. Watchung I was a little shocked about, but I wasn't surprised that store closed. New Brunswick, I wouldn't be shocked about if it closed. And I honestly wouldn't be shocked if Rutgers bought it for more land. So we'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens with that store. But yeah, guys, it's really scary to see all these changes happening. I've been to so many store closings. It's actually pretty crazy. But anyways, so yeah, it's really crazy though to see all these stores close. Anyways, what's your favorite brand of elevator? Mine is Schindler. I don't have a favorite brand. I like nostalgic sometimes, like old Westinghouses and old Otises. It just depends. Like I said. But yeah. So guys, if you have, I'm about to wrap it up here, potentially in about 9 minutes, or I might keep going. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's a huge loss right there. In Maryland, at Montgomery Global, I think it's Global and Parallelogram. Yeah, that's a huge loss right there, my friend. But anyways, so if you guys have anything to say, I please type it now before the stream ends, because I am probably going to cut off the stream at 11:15. So if you guys have anything to ask me, then definitely say it now, because I'm most likely not going to be doing a live stream for a while, since I will be going back to school on Tuesday, and I am probably going to be out filming another elevator or two tomorrow before school starts on Tuesday. Anyways, guys. Oh, yeah. By the way, this is my new Bose speaker, if any of you are interested. Stuck in an elevator. For my 6 past years on the internet, no. I almost got stuck, though, in Bloomingdale's at Roosevelt Field. I almost was unlucky, but apparently I have never gotten stuck in an elevator, ironically. I honestly have never gotten stuck in one. It just hasn't been an experience for me yet. Maybe it'll happen in 2018. I don't know. And I've been doing this for 6 years, and you would think, whoa, Chris, you've been doing this for 6 years and you haven't gotten stuck in an elevator? Crazy. But anyways, maybe it'll happen. Who knows? Oh, that's great. a queuing system that fails. That's nice. Have you gotten stuck in it before? Oh, yeah. That's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually interesting. Escalators, they can be useful sometimes if an elevator's like crappy and you don't want to ride it. Yeah, they can be useful. I'm not saying anything bad about escalators. They're kind of cool too. I don't film them though, but they're cool. Actually, yes and no. I kind of like that one a little bit more than Palisades, although I do see that the doors are going to get more worn out sooner. Yeah. American, honestly, I want to tell you something. I actually go to Hamilton Mall sometimes because I have relatives that live literally 2 minutes away from the mall. They're like right there by the mall. It's literally when you leave like the area, when you make a right on the street, you keep going down and make another right, you're there. So that's what I like about living. That's what I like about them living there. They're literally that close to the Hamilton Mall. And as you're actually leaving their complex, you literally see the You literally see the Macy's store. It's great. I would love that, but who knows? Although that Macy's is very similar to Bridgewater, so it's a sister store to Bridgewater, ironically. Oh, I hate Palisades, man. I do. A lot of elevators there aren't that great. It does not have a great selection of elevators. It's a decent mall, but not a great selection of elevators. Macy's is a death trap. I don't like Lord and Taylor. It gives a loud jolt when it gets to the upper level. Penny's is gone, so I mean, those are the only really two department stores that you can ride. Uh, the Montgomerys are okay. I mean, they're nice, but they're only okay. And then the mall has a whole bunch of Schindlers, too. Yeah, those are very overworked there. Yeah, and it was sad for that Penny's to close, but definitely J.C. Penney at Westfield Sunrise was a much bigger loss than J.C. Penney Palisades. Hello, Ricky. How are you? Nice to see you on my live stream. Hi. What's up? How are you? Okay, that's good. Glad to see that you're good. Hey, we're less than an hour away from 2018. How exciting is this? I might keep it going a little bit more here, but then at around like 11:30, I think I'm going to cut the stream off. Gotcha. Honestly, more entertainment, or even like I was thinking maybe they could do like a Primark there. Honestly, have maybe like two of the floors be a Primark, and then have like the third floor be some restaurant or something like that. I feel like that would be like the best combination right there. Having a Primark store, uh, and then what's it called? And then the third floor being the new a new restaurant or something like that. Who knows? I'm honestly taking a guess, or even like an entrance to AMC from the lower level. That would be kind of cool too. Some people wouldn't have to overuse the Montgomery Cones in the mall, so AMC can have its like own entrance or something. I don't know. That would be cool to have for AMC to have like their own entrance. But who knows? Uh, let's see. What else do we have here? Mm-hmm. You guys want to talk about anything else? I mean, tell me. I don't want to keep the stream going and you guys are sitting there. Oh, I'm sure they break pretty often with them being overrun. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they always break down. The problem is those things are overused. I'm not sure what that is, Compass or Compass Plus. I'm not 100% sure what that is. Is that like an elevator, or is that like a store? I'm not sure what that is. Never heard of it. First time I'm actually hearing it. But you guys can tell me what it is. I don't care. Oh, Otis Destination Dispatch. Oh, I've been on a Schindler Destination Dispatch, the Marriott, many years ago. But I know that their security is going to be high as hell tonight. Oh, yeah. Especially with the whole New Year's thing. Yeah. But yeah. That's that, I guess. Yeah, no, I have been on Destination Dispatch, but trust me, I won't be going back to the Marriott anytime soon, especially with all the terrorist crap that's happened in the city. I won't be going anywhere near that hotel. Anyways, guys, so you guys got anything else to ask? Oh, here we go. Can you film? If I get time, yeah. I might go tomorrow, right before I go back to school. Because I think they're open tomorrow. Well, they're closed today because of our infamous Bergen County blue laws, so I wouldn't have been able to go today. So I might go one more time tomorrow before school starts. Oh, these are my new AirPods, actually. Just got them for Christmas, along with the speaker. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Thinking about cutting off the stream here. If you guys got anything else to say, just say it in the next 3 minutes. And yeah, because I'm about to cut off the stream because I kind of need to start making preparations for my New Year's video. And yeah, so if you guys have anything else to say it now, because I am going to cut off the stream in about 3 minutes. Okay, here we go. Really? Are you an elevator filmer, Brandon? Are you? I'm just curious. Are you an elevator filmer that goes to that mall often? I'm just curious. Or do you live like somewhere else and just follow my channel? Sorry, I kind of spaced out. American Dream Meadowlands. Wow. Thank you for bringing that up. I was finally losing stuff to talk about. Okay. Yes. The subject of American Dream Meadowlands. This is a big one. This is a big one that I probably should have talked about in the beginning. American Dream Meadowlands is a big, major, multi-million-dollar mall. It's going to be the biggest mall in the state. It's going to have amusement park, water park, an indoor skating, ice skating, over 400 stores, a lot of high-end and low-end. Now, interestingly enough, I do believe if this mall does open, it will be open on a Sunday. Even though it's within Bergen County, I do think they will have to make an exception. So, anyways, yeah, it's going to be 4.8 million square feet of floor space. It's going to be bigger than Westfield Garden State Plaza, which could be a good thing, honestly. It could relieve traffic from the mall, but that's also a bad thing if that does happen. So a lot of malls are really, Paramus is really turning the game around because once American Dream opens, now I do think American Dream could go two ways. It could be a big success, or it could be a big fail. Larger than King of Prussia and larger than King of it's probably going to be larger than King of Prussia, but who knows? Who honestly knows if it's going to be larger than that? But yeah, guys, we'll see what happens with American Dream. That's why Saks closed at Short Hills, which was very dumb of them, but you can thank the wonderful practices of Hudson Bay and Company. They're a lovely Canadian company. Absolutely lovely. Alright, guys. It's about 11:15. I do want to make my countdown video to 2018. So, guys, thank you so much for watching this live stream. Glad I was able to answer some of your questions. Glad I was able to do that. Saks and Lord & Taylor are going to open their equipment thoughts. Kone. Certainly Kone. Hudson Bay has an exclusive contract with Kone. Yeah, the Nordstrom's elevators are a little bit scary. They are, but they're Otis's, so I'll give it that. Anyways, guys, so now I'm going to go ahead and close off the live stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a great Happy New Year, and I should have the countdown video up by tomorrow. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and that is it.